Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. So today I'm going to talk about my new GHD hairdryer, kind of give you my first impressions of it and how I liked it. I used it for the first time today. So first I'm just brushing out my hair. I'm just going to do kind of a basic blow dry, add some product. Always add product to your hair to make it better. Brush it out again. Take my GHD, it's on full speed and it's on the hottest setting. And I'm just drying my hair. I always dry my hair about 90%. Before I even attempt to blow dry the rest of it. Just get it really, really good. It's probably 90%, I don't know, 75, somewhere between 75 and 90, whatever I'm feeling like. And I'm going to do a couple different methods. I don't always do this, but I'm just taking a round boar bristle brush and I'm going underneath and kind of testing it out that way just to see how it works using kind of different methods of blow drying. I always do my bangs, make sure I always do my bangs. Just keep going in with the boar's bristle. It's really, really nice hair dryer. I really, really like it thus far. Just a lot of blow drying. I have a lot of hair, so it always takes me a long time to do it. And then I'm just brushing out my hair again. I'm going to do my bangs. My bangs are always important. I always feel like the bangs are one of the most important things to do just because they frame the face. Mine are a little bit too long at the moment, so I'll have to cut those soon. Blow drying down. Always blow dry down so that you don't get any frizz. Keeps the cuticle going down. Blow dry with my bristle brush. You get the idea. I just keep going. If you would like to see a tutorial on how I blow dry my hair more in depth, let me know. This is kind of, I'm mixing up a couple different methods just doing this because I'm just testing it out at the moment. But I kind of have a couple different ways, like my lazy way, if I'm doing something really fancy way, and this is kind of basically my lazy way with a little bit of fancy added to it, not really too fancy, just getting an idea of how the blow dry works. And that is my finished hair. It looks really nice and shiny. I don't know if it's because of the product or because of the dryer, but it feels good and it looks good and I am very, very happy. This is the packaging. It actually has another sleeve that goes on top of it that you would have seen in my Sephora haul if you watched it. But GHD does really beautiful packaging. Make a difference because it's really about the product that's inside, but they really get the packaging right. They do a really good job. So when you open it, it had the hairdryer inside and then it had the two nozzles. It had this little warranty card, which I should do because but that's okay. So I don't know. But it did come with two nozzles. It came with this smaller one and then this wider one. I like the smaller one better. I haven't used the wider one. I believe that the smaller one will just give you more direct heat. And this one will give you more coverage, possibly. I'm not a professional, so I don't know. But I personally have tried this one this morning and really liked it. Maybe I'll switch it out and see if how I like the other ones better. But I've been really happy with this. For in a hairdryer is I look for something that's a little bit quiet. I don't like when hairdryers are too loud. I don't like that much noise. Like I like a little bit of noise, but I don't like really loud noise. I like it to be lightweight. It's definitely not as light as my featherweight from T3 was. However, it's not heavy at all. It's a good weight. It feels really balanced. It's definitely it's made really well. It is made in Italy, which I was kind of impressed by. And it gives you enough heat that gives you that quick blow dry. That's what I'm looking for. So it gives you, it gives off a lot of heat. Not too much where it's burning though. It doesn't get like super hot. It just is a good amount of heat and air coming through to blow dry very quickly, and that's what I like. So it has all of the qualities that I look for in a blow dryer. Now this is what the hairdryer looks like. Isn't it beautiful? It's really beautiful. It fits really nicely in the hand. A couple things when I look for a hairdryer too are the buttons. I think this is really important when you're looking for a blow dryer, is that the buttons are placed properly. I like where the buttons are. When I used it, I didn't hit any of them. Sometimes I've used other hair dryers in the past where I ended up like, I kept touching the buttons, or I kept hitting one of the buttons, and it would just be really annoying. And I didn't do that at all with the buttons. They're just all placed very properly. The cool button is right behind here. It's convenient where if I need to use it, I will use it. I don't use the cooling button that often, but it's in a position where it's perfect and I'm not accidentally hitting it. With my T3, I actually would accidentally hit the cool button kind of often. But I don't know, it didn't bother me because I loved that hairdryer so much. The other buttons are on the back, and you have your basic power button where it's got a low speed and a high speed. I'll probably never ever use the low speed. I just use the high speed, and it feels good. It feels good, and I'm not knocking it. And then it's got up here, so that's the speed, and then it's got the heat, the levels of heat, and it's got a low heat and a high heat, and I will probably never use the low heat. The high heat was hot enough, but it wasn't too hot, so it just was kind of perfect. But you really just need to check button placement, because I asked my hairdresser a while ago about the hairdryer that they used. They used a twin turbo, and it looks very similar to this. However, the buttons are on the side of it, and when I went to go use the hairdryer, I kept hitting the buttons on the side. And I asked if they ever had that problem, and they didn't. So it's really about personal, like it's every person is going to be different when they hold the hairdryer. So it's like talking a lot about buttons on a hairdryer, but really it makes a difference. So that was one of the reasons I didn't like that one, was because of their button placement. But this one is perfect for me. When I blow dry my hair, which I don't like to do that often, I just don't like it to be loud. I don't know. I'm really weird about the sound. If it's too loud, it kind of annoys me. And this one is just the right amount of noise. It's not super low, but it's not annoying. Actually, I'll plug it in. This is the low, and then I don't know how high it's picking up on camera, but I'm just kind of, let me talk in my normal voice so you can hear how loud it actually is. I don't feel like it's annoying loud. It just sounds so good. The weight of it is kind of an ideal weight. It's not as light as my T3 was, like I said before, but it's not that heavy. So when I was blow drying over my head, I started to feel it a little bit, but I'm out of shape. So that's probably one of the things, but it wasn't uncomfortably heavy. Like I have another hair dryer that is just really heavy, and I just don't like it. This one feels like, it feels so good in the hand. You have no idea. It just feels so good in the hand. I'm just really happy that I finally purchased this, and I had been debating behind getting another T3 hair dryer or this one, and I've never been able to find this one on display. Like they sell it at Sephora, and they have them usually on sale at Sephora, but they never have them on display. So they'd have a T3 out, and I'd feel it, and I'm just like, it doesn't feel the same as the old T3 featherweight felt. It just didn't feel as good, and so I just didn't feel comfortable buying it, but I couldn't feel this one. So finally, when I had a chance to get a little bit of a discount on it, I decided I'm just gonna go for it. If I don't like it, worst case scenario, I can return it. But I really love it. So far, I really love it. Part of the reason I took so long to purchase it is because I would look online and I'd look for reviews, and I'd look for more information, and there wasn't really that much information out there. So when I got it, I knew that I needed to be the person to put more information out there on the internet, just because I couldn't find anything. And and then I'd write on Twitter or Facebook, and I'd say, anybody have the GHD? I'm debating between the GHD and the T3, and then tons of people have the T3 because it's been out for so long, and they're like, I love it, and I'm like, I did love it, but I don't know if I like the new one. And I really didn't get that much feedback on the GHD, but the couple people that told me they had the GHD told me they loved it. So I didn't get any bad responses on it, I just didn't get a lot of responses on it. So I felt like I don't know, I feel like there's not enough information out there, and because they don't have it on display anywhere, it kind of makes it more difficult, or at least they don't have it on display in any of the Sephoras around me. But I'm just so happy that I finally purchased this because it does feel good. It is very ergonomical in the hand. It's just perfect. And even I have a really tight grip. That's part of the reason hair dryers don't work for me when they have the buttons on the side, is because I grasp really, really tight. I just do that with everything. Like, I hold pens really hard. I write really hard. I do everything really hard. I do everything really hard. So I don't push the buttons in the back. If I have the buttons on the side, I would push them a little bit too hard. Just the way that these ones are positioned, I'm not pushing them. So I'm really happy about that. But the cooling button, if I do need it, it's placed so nicely. It's placed so nicely. They really did a good job with this. It's really kind of an ideal hair dryer. I'm happy with it. GHD, you've done very well. The next thing that I want to get from GHD is their curling iron. I really don't have a reason to buy the curling iron because I have a good one already and it's fine. But I just love GHD's products so far that it makes me want to buy whatever they put out there on the market. You know, it's too soon to put it in my October favorites because I've only used it once, but it'll probably be in my November favorites. If I continue loving it as much as I do at this very moment, it will be in my November favorites. If not, I'll do like a little update on it in that. So be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below, and I will see you all soon with another video. Goodbye.